Saul, and I'm here with Pastor Chris Amaro. He is the lead pastor of Redemption West Mesa. So, Pastor Chris, I wanted to ask you, how has your experience been like leading a change opportunity?
I've been leading this church since late 2010. Before we were even a church, this was actually a church plant. We started off with a Bible study at a small community center, and over the last few years, we recruited volunteers and we raised up disciples. People met Jesus, and in September of 2011, we actually launched a small church service over at Longfellow Elementary School. And there was this great need that there was a lot of families who were the older generations, the first and second generation families from Mexico were operating primarily in Spanish, and the younger generations, second to fourth generation, were operating primarily in English. And so as we started this church plant, that was one of our goals, to have a bilingual service, to be able to have the whole family worship together. Just celebrated our 3-year anniversary, and we still feel strongly and passionately about doing bilingual and reaching families. And recently, just in October, so it's been a couple months, we've been doing an English service. We actually added an English service to broaden our reach in the community and create more opportunities for people to serve here at the church. Anytime you do something like that, you're stretched. You need to train people. You need more leaders. And so it's been a really good season for us to grow as a church and as an organization.
Chris, how does the presence of good leadership affect the church's attempt to change?
We're here at Redemption. We have really strong leadership, especially as we're doing bilingual. We have 3 pastors here. One of the leaders in particular, Josue Lopez, is the leader of the Spanish community. Without Josue, we wouldn't be reaching Spanish-speaking people. So he is essential. And also, you have to have good leadership that is staying in line with the vision of your organization. And so Redemption Church is that all of life is all for Jesus. And if you asked us, what are we trying to lead people towards, is that all of life is all for Jesus.
Pastor Chris, you mentioned the vision of the church is to live all of life all for Jesus. How do you inspire that vision with others? How do you make that change stick?
Well, primarily we do that on Sunday. From the worship songs we do, they're all pointing to Jesus. The preaching is not just a Bible study, but it's actually us trying to move people onto the mission that God's called the church to live all of life all for Jesus. We're always asking that question. Another way we do it is through our redemption communities during the middle of the week, where we gather together, we discuss the sermons, open up the scripture, talk about how does this apply to us. We seek to bring more application on those days. Other things we're doing is we're doing counseling. All 3 of us pastors are counseling people throughout the week. There's other things we do, like Surge. We do the Surge School of Leadership Transformation. And so I have a group of about 8 or 9 of us that we meet weekly, and we're reading books together, we're trying to develop leaders through that. There's other stuff like a women's Bible study. I know on Tuesday night, Josue meets with some of the Spanish-speaking men, and he's just trying to train them to be good husbands and fathers. So everything we're doing is trying to help people live out our mission and our vision.